In this video, I'm going to give a quick update on ColBERT maintenance and share what I've learned after reviewing the 90 open issues and 20 open PRs in the ColBERT GitHub repo and the themes that emerged from this analysis. My gist with review notes are linked in the video description below. I'll start by highlighting the 10 open issues about dependency related errors. The first one here is something that Omar also, there are many use cases for PyTorch 2.x. ColBERT is still on 1.13, and so that is a priority for dependency updates. Then we have this one for transformers. The item W import has been removed, and so that needs to be changed. And this is actually currently the same solution that I use, which is I install transformers 4.49.0. Another one that needs to be addressed. Then we have this space GPU usage issue with pip. I actually ran into this today, and the way I got around it in Colab, because I didn't want to bother with the Conda environment, which I am successfully able to do in my 3090 machine, but on Colab I was running into this issue. The way I got around it was I installed Ragatui and then accessed ColBERT through Ragatui in Colab. Next we have 292. This is about testing ColBERT with different versions of Python. And Ben Clavier confirmed it works smoothly on 3.9 to 3.11, and 3.12 needs some proper testing. But regardless, there may be something that we want to double check as a compatibility issue. Then there's this one, this crypt.h, no such file or directory. This happens during indexing. And there's this issue here, and then there's this ninja error that comes up. This is something I have come across as well. There was a solution here with Conda. There was also a solution of copying over a file to the right directory. TBD on how this gets implemented and if this gets addressed, but certainly something that I've experienced. This one is, I think, similar. At least in my experience, I've had these two things intertwined. There's another issue. I think it's 371, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I ran into this issue where it had this ninja build stopped command fail, and then if you look up, this crypt.h issue, and at the time the way I was working around this was installing GCC and then doing this export. That's similar to what the I think those two are related and something definitely worth exploring. That was 355 and 371. This issue was a Windows error, not very familiar. I don't have a Windows machine. This is something we need to look into and I need to understand better. That's 359. We looked at 371. This is a torch.customops error. I personally have not run into this on Colab. Not sure in terms of reproducibility, but if someone can reproduce this, then we can take a look at that. And then the last one is 399. This was just a couple days ago, where the setup.py correctly says git Python with capital G, capital P, but the PyPy package has git-python. So that was a commit that was done to setup.py, but it didn't get pushed to PyPy. So that is something that is on our dependency list those are the purely dependency related issues. I'll now zoom out and share the common themes that have emerged across all 90 open issues, including those 10 we saw. And the way I did this was as I was reading through the issues, I had my running notes and I tagged each issue with one or more tags as a first pass at grouping similar issues to surface these common themes. 24 issues can be addressed at least in part by documentation. There are 21 bugs. 21 issues are ready to close after review. There's 18 feature requests, 12 issues related to training, 10 issues with dependency errors that we saw, 9 issues about multi-GPU code, 7 issues related to search, 6 issues that were all focused on index updater and different methods causing issues, and then 6 issues that can spark further research and exploration. There were a few more tags as well, with less than 5 issues each, such as multiprocessing, top K, modeling, indexing, filtering PIDs, and CPU. But I haven't listed those, but again, you can see those in the notes linked below. I also reviewed the 20 open PRs and have put my notes in the GIST linked below. The 20 PRs address device compatibility, data handling changes, passage ID handling changes, modeling and training changes, and bug fixes. And the overwhelming reaction that I had as I was looking through the code at a high level, I didn't do the thorough review, but obviously there's a lot of good work being done by folks in their own ColBERT forks. Excited to see that collaboration taking place and being a part of that. With this initial review completed, my next actions are as follows. I want to continue processing this information around community needs stated in the issues and PRs, and there's a lot of information in there, and I won't be able to grasp all the nuance, but that'll happen over time as I get more experience with what everyone's experience is and getting insights into how the code functions for these different use cases. I want to then draft a roadmap for the library moving forward and then get feedback from Omar on that roadmap, and then once it's approved, I'll post it publicly and do a walkthrough video for that as well. I'll also be keeping an eye out for new issues and PRs because, for example, we had a new issue 2 days ago, the Git Python one. I'll keep adding them to my notes and analysis and hopefully have a very accurate sense of what's the lay of the land when it comes to issues and PRs. I'll finish by saying that I'm very much looking forward to presenting and then, of course, executing in collaboration with the community on the ColBERT roadmap. I again really want to thank Omar for trusting me with the responsibilities of a maintainer, and I will continue to maintain in public with transparency and thorough communication, as that also helps my thought process as I'm working through this very fascinating code base, very fascinating use cases and experiences that everyone is sharing in their issues and PRs. That's it for my ColBERT maintenance update. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.